Walter Meets Dorothy, chapter number 3. The last time we had chapter 2, Walter had to get permission from his mom and dad to go and visit this wonderful mansion where Dorothy lives. Did he get permission? Well, I think he did. He met up with Dorothy the next day around lunchtime, and sure enough, Dorothy's mom and dad invited him in right through that front door. Can you see the door right there? What an eye-opener for Walter. He'd never seen a house so huge. Where Walter lived, it was just a modest little cottage. For him, this was indeed a mansion. They went inside and had a grand tour. Dorothy took Walter to all the major rooms, into the kitchen, into the bedrooms, into the playrooms. But most important for Dorothy, she was able to take Walter into the dining room where they could sit and have lunch with their mom and dad. After lunch, they'd planned on going down to the water's edge and checking out a little rowboat that was right there. They had a very nice lunch. Okay, and full of imagination, Walter was just so excited that he just wanted to run home and tell his parents all about the mansion, but he thought, no, I must be polite. Dorothy, let's go outside. Let's see if we can find the bunnies. So off they went. They went through the secret door. Remember the secret gate from chapter number 1 where Dorothy was able to access the forest? They went through there, and on their way through there, they were able to turn around and wave goodbye to Dorothy's mom and dad and say, thank you very much. It was such a wonderful day. Really nice to see your house, but we're off to see the forest and to make some new friends. So as they went by the little creek, they saw a turtle, and the turtle just looked up and waved at Dorothy and waved at Walter. Then the turtle turned around and dipped his head back into the water and took off. We'll see the turtle again another time, said Walter. Let's go down to the water's edge. I really want to see this little rowboat. Maybe we can play pirates, Dorothy. What do you think? Dorothy said, well, I'd have to be a girl pirate. Walter said, I'd have to be the boy pirate. Well, we could do that. Maybe we could get the little rowboat. Do you think bunnies like water? I really don't think bunnies like to go into the water. But you never know. Down they went, skippity, skippity, skip, down to the water's edge. And there was the sand. And sure enough, the boat was pulled up right onto the little beach. And there were geese, and the geese were flocking, and the birds were chirping, but they didn't see any fish. They thought, oh, well, I guess it's just not the right time. Maybe the fish are out in the center of the lake. But be careful, fish. One of these days, Dorothy and I are going to come fishing. Dorothy started to laugh, and they started to tell knock-knock jokes, and it was really funny. Dorothy had a lot of knock-knock jokes and a lot of riddles. She didn't know much about cars, and she didn't know much about bikes, and she sure didn't know anything about hockey. But by golly, Walter was certainly going to teach her, and she was going to teach Walter all about architecture and buildings and how the properties have to be managed for the future. So you see, they had a lot in common, a lot to look forward to. So the following day, we're going to have more surprises. What fun could that be? Walter and Dorothy could hardly wait for the next day and the next chapter. It'll continue tomorrow, chapter 4. Bye now.